Hey, Scotch Test Dummies, we got Macallan Classic Cut.
Boom! The cut, baby, the cut!
Let's test it.
Test it!
Hey, I'm Scott.
Bart!
Scotch Test Dummies, of course. Hopefully you know that since you're tuning in.
Double boom.
Recently released Macallan Classic Cut.
The cut! The classic cut.
A few years ago, they released the Macallan Cask Strength edition. It was highly regarded. People loved it. It was a limited run. This is the first time that they've done it again.
You know what classic cut makes me think of? Denim jeans.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The
I kept
Levi's
thinking classic cut. Yeah. Back when they had the stone washed, acid washed, boot cut, classic
well, it's kind of a weird name. Where'd they come up? Classic Cut. I mean, it's not cask strength, barrel proof, cask proof. You know, high ABV, the burner. It's
right.
classic cut.
Yeah, and they don't really, well, here at the very end, the Macallan Classic Cut is truly indulgent single malt, but they don't really say why they've called it the Classic Cut.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Extraordinary character of a timeless spirit. Maybe that's why it's classic.
We're also trying some different settings on the camera to work with the focus a little bit.
See if that messes the focus up.
Most cameras have face recognition for the autofocus. So when we're both not looking at the camera, it's trying to focus on something else.
And I tend to move around.
So we can't set the manual focus because Bart's up here, he's back here, he's moving around, he's throwing stuff at you, he's looking at this.
I have shaken baby syndrome.
So we're gonna try. That's not funny.
No, not at all. Mom was a dancer.
We're trying some different settings. Bear with us till we get the new camcorder, some of the settings hashed out and figured out what works best.
Well said.
Yes. Scotch God shout out. On an older bourbon video, and I want to say it was maybe the Buffalo Trace one. I didn't copy which one, but William Stewart, he says,
Goes by Bill.
He probably does. If these dudes have figured out a way to make money from reviewing whiskey, they're my heroes.
Wow. Done. It's not a lot of money, but it's some.
I replied, we're almost making money. Does that count?
Yeah. We've just broke even this year, basically. He
says, yes, it does. If I could make my Scotch bourbon habit even resemble something productive, I'd be thrilled.
And it does make the spouses at least go, okay.
I'm going to need just a
You want more?
Really? Because I like this.
Oh, there's a spoiler. Spoiler alert, he likes it.
Good.
Had a drop.
A little bit of spillage.
Yeah, a little spill.
I got coin number 85.
Ooh.
Scotch Test Dummy. Coin number 85.
Put it on. Hold on. I got a bag of them.
Macallan Classic Cut, bottled at 58.4% ABV.
81.
And my notes.
Yeah, I did not get notes because he just brought this over.
This just hit the market.
Right, so we want to get the video out quick. Normally, we would sit, each of us spend some time with it.
I've done that.
Right, you've done it. You purchased it, as you should. This is more your wheelhouse. Those that don't know, I am a peat head. You enjoy the peat, but you're more of a... If I'm a peat head, you would be like a sherry butt. That's good, isn't it? Yeah, you're a big sherry butt.
Yeah.
I like that.
Now I tell you,
I'm a little sherry butt.
You did sample it before we started, and I could smell it.
You were like, You were like, kind of like the way Pete will move across the room.
Yes.
Pete will take over a room. Like a 10-year-old.
Now it does have the classic Macallan sherry nose to it.
Hence classic cut.
They are using more American oak sherry casks than European oak sherry casks. So you do get a little bit lighter sherry, not a lot of that dark European oloroso sherry.
Okay. And when I drink sherry, I love those dark fruits.
I do too. Yeah.
This
is close. It's in there.
The plums, the raisins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's still there.
All right.
But it is a little bit lighter. Of course, the sherry notes jump right out at you. I think the raisins are there, the berries, the plums.
I get like a fig. Almost like that fig Newton crushed fig.
Oak.
Yeah. Strong oak.
And I've got the chocolate orange slices.
Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, because there's the
Like
citrus laying in there.
It's like an orange chocolate, I guess, slice. The ones that look like an orange chocolate.
Huh.
Vanilla.
Yeah. The vanilla. A little bit of honey I get. And I would just say maybe it's not quite raisin, but more of the plum.
The sweetness on the palate is the first thing that hits you. The sherry, the plums, dates, figs, raisins, a milk chocolate. So warming. Be good on a cold winter's day. And I'm wrapped up with my sherry butt blanket.
You call it the big butt. You're right about the warming is the first sensation I get. The mouthfeel is velvety warm, smooth coating, and it brings in a lot more of the oak than what I'm used to in a sherried whiskey.
Is it an oakiness?
A little bit of oakiness. You know what? I get a hint of even a little bit of like a wheat tobacco on the finish.
Okay.
Which is surprising to me.
Sometimes the tobacco and the leather come with the sherry.
I'll have to go back for the forefront.
I think the 58% hides itself pretty well too.
Wow. Yeah. I
It
would
does
not have picked that.
Yeah, 58.4%, and it does not feel like it.
Leans toward that first warming sensation.
A drop of water, and again with this one you can go through. I've got, I think, 3 different drops of water in my notes.
I definitely get a toasted oakiness.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep oakiness with toasty. A toasty oakiness.
Good, good.
I get that more than the fruit flavors, though. The fruit I got more on the nose.
I got raspberries and blackberries.
I see your blackberry. I don't know if I could raise it.
So good with water. Brings out some of the almonds, a cookie dough.
Really? I love cookie dough. I don't know. I'll have to taste it here.
Yep. And the 1 drop of water. I mean, you can even feel free to add another one.
Feel free, I did. Well, with that higher ABV, you're definitely not going to drown it out with a touch of water. I'm searching for the cookie dough. I want to find it, but I cannot. I do get a stronger oak with, it's almost like, I don't know, I almost get like, it's weird, but like the flavor of a burning fire oak, but it's not like a mesquite or anything. It's just like a whiff.
Now, and I never had the original Cask Strength Macallan, or the one from a few years ago. I don't know if it's the original one. They've probably done a Cask Strength in the past. So I don't know what to compare it to, but this one's real good. The oloroso sherry notes are still in there. Maybe it is a little bit lighter. Not much. Water just brings out more of a nice sweetness, fruity sweetness.
But you're right, I get a lot more of like a, is it a walnut? I get more of a nutty flavor.
I've got almonds. I can see walnut.
It's odd that I keep thinking that with the nose it should go more for the raisin sherried flavor, but I don't get as much of a dark fruit on the flavor as I do the walnutty oakiness.
I love it. I'm digging the Cask Strength Sherry Revolution.
There's a revolution?
Yes.
Most of the sherries used to be 40%.
Well, I just mean with the we've got the Glengoyne Cask Strength we've done, the Aberlour,
The fans have been calling for like a 16 bottle sherry shootout.
We got 4 or 5 of them we can do, and I think we should. And the thing is, they're all NASs, and I think they're all coming in the 8 to 10 year range. The Glengoyne, the Aberlour, the Macallan.
You don't think
Classic
we could
Cut.
get to a 16 bottle sherry shootout? That sounds cool.
It would cost some money because we'd have to buy some.
Sounds like a good expense for you.
Yeah.
Because after we do your
Exactly.
16 bottle sherry shootout, which again just sounds delicious, it really does. I would love to do a 16 bottle peat shootout, a peated shootout. I have to come up with a cool name.
You only need 2 of them.
That would be the question of how we would go, because they would definitely influence each other. 88 from me. Speak of your 92.
It's good.
Right.
Love it.
As sherries go, though, it's a little less fruity than you thought it was going to be. Wouldn't you say?
No, no. I was
expected
surprised
fruit.
when I cracked it and tasted it the first sip. I was like, all right, it's pretty darn good.
Right.
Now, what I haven't done was I want to sit down with at least the Glengoyne, with the Aberlour, but I don't want to do it before we do the review though either. I would like to. I've been wanting to sit down with this and the Glengoyne next to it because I think they're going to be pretty darn close. And we've got the
What do you
Glenrothes
think?
single cask.
Exclusively matured in exceptional oak cask seasoned with oloroso sherry from Jerez, Spain. So when they say seasoned, that means like a finishing, like a 2-month finishing? And
No, exclusively. They've exclusively been.
exclusively matured in exceptional oak cask seasoned. I guess
So it
the
means
part
sherry's
I'm
been-
hitting
they've
on
had
is
sherry in it.
seasoned. So that, and doesn't that mean like they've taken an oak cask, put some sherry in it for some amount of time?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought maybe you knew because you're the sherry dude. When they say seasoned, the fans will know. That's why I'm kind of putting it out there. I mean, what do they literally mean by? To me, that's the only thing that's in there. What is seasoned? Sprinkled.
Yeah.
They sprinkle 2 drops into there and let it sit. From what I'd heard, there was some other bottle I've had where it used seasoned, and they had taken like a refilled bourbon that had been used several times, and then they put sherry or something in it for like a year, and then they dumped that, and then they refilled it with something, and they called it seasoned. I can't even remember what that was, but that's why I'm wondering, what does seasoned mean?
It's got a burnt caramel.
Yeah,
Not like overly burnt, just like starting to burn.
And so you're talking about an extended finish.
Yeah.
Or was it like your Pete flashback that
No.
happens days later?
You've had those.
I don't know. All right, so our traveling dummies. Well, is it worth it?
Oh, yeah.
Before we do that,
$90
how much?
bucks.
$90.
Yes.
All right, it's not my wheelhouse. I wouldn't buy it, but at that strength, I can definitely say it's at least worth it. So traveling dummies. We've got Dan E. traveled to the, and I'm going to say it wrong, the Barnegat Lighthouse. I don't know why I'm saying Gat. It's Barn E-G-A-T. Barnegat. Barnegat
All one word?
Lighthouse. Yeah. Well, lighthouse is separate, and it was built in 1857. Boom! We're throwing it up right
Is
there.
it the Barnagé?
Barnagé. And it's got 2 pictures. So one is next to the placard that explains what the lighthouse, the history thereof, and that it was relit in 2009. And then you got what cannot be Danny's hand. It must be his lovely wife's hand, because it's got a beautiful bracelet. Danny, if that's you with the beautiful bracelet, you rock it, dude. Just roll. And he's holding the traveling dummy. Could be Danny. Danny may wear a little bracelet.
Yeah. Good thing
Just
you
saying.
just
I don't
called
wanna-
him girly.
I don't want to. Hey, if Danny, if that's your bracelet, you rock it, brother. I'm not saying anything negative about it at all. All right.
We got a Patreon shout out to do real quick too.
Woo!
$3 supporter. We're still getting caught
Wow.
up, of course, from the 12 hours of
Yes.
boom and the bourbon shootout.
And the photo hasn't rolled in.
Well, we don't know if you want to. Daniel Copeland, Whiskey, a.k.a. Whiskey Throttle.
That's true.
Thank you for you are a $3 Patreon supporter.
What's his name again? We got to yell it with enthusiasm.
Daniel Copeland!
Daniel, the Copelander!
Known on Twitter as Whiskey Throttle.
Means he's going fast with
And
whiskey.
he's got a
Whiskey
different
speeder.
name on Instagram. It's
Whoa,
like
he's-
Whiskey for my motorcycle. I think,
Whiskey
or
from a motorcycle.
something. Yeah.
Wow, and then the other one's Whiskey Throttle
Whiskey
from a
Throttle
motorcycle.
on Twitter.
Whiskey
Daniel
from
Copeland.
Whiskey from a motorcycle on a Thursday.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you. And
Appreciate
if you
it.
do want a photo, some folks don't want a photo. If you do want a photo, Bart at ScotchTestDummies.com. Send the photo. We'll put it up. The only thing we won't accept is lack of clothing. So it's got to be family friendly to go on. We don't want to get we don't want to get blocked.
That's right.
All right, but other than that, and we've got some more now. So again, if you want to help support us, because really Patreon support is the biggest way we get supported. You can go to patreon.com.
By far.
Yeah, then look up Scotch Test Dummies.
And our coins.
Yeah,
And T-shirts.
Right. Well, we do those on the website. So go to the website and take a look. I'll come back to that. Remind me to come back to the website. But on Patreon, you can come on, support us for as little as $1 a month if you want. A lot of people will do $1 a show, $2 a show, and then the big shout out with the photos, $3 a show. And we got some little incentives when you hit certain pledge marks along the way that we put out
We've
there
been
too.
talking about redoing that. We need to get on that.
Yeah, I need to put some bullet points
rewards.
on there. And just so folks know, if you are a Patreon supporter, you'll get some extra little shows. Right now we're doing them quarterly where we just meet with our Super Scotch God fans. Yeah.
I think it's been more than quarterly.
More than quarterly. Well,
less recently.
Oh. Well, if I say quarterly and we do it
That's our goal.
quintetally.
It might be semi-annually.
So,
Sorry.
yeah, we'll do little call-ins.
We're trying.
When we do the 12 hours of
Bart's
boom.
busy.
I am. When we do 12 hours of boom, the Patreon fans are even in a smaller group for winning
Yeah.
glasses we've used.
Let's go.
Scott calls them dirty glasses.
Come on. Go.
Well, you added in the
Roll.
website
I
as
know.
well. Okay.
And then you said, remind me. I got to talk about the website, too.
Bring up the website.
I did.
I like our scores. You can go look back at our old scores on there, and you can see how we've rated all the bottles that we've ever rated. And they're even broken down. You can do all of them in chronological order. You can do just the American whiskeys. You can do just the Scotch, or you can do just the world whiskeys.
I probably need to update that with the last couple reviews.
Yeah, but you've been doing great, and it's got the links, and I was really amazed. It's real easy to go look at kind of what we've liked over the years. So, and it does them when you break it down into the individual. It breaks them in their order in which we've ranked them, first to last, which was really convenient when you go specific.
Yeah.
That's how it defaults when you go specific. If you do all, it's just by date.
Yeah.
So, all right. Anything else you want to add?
Go.
Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies.